I don't think so, but you never know. I don't think so. That means it's when it quits blinking. Okay, folks, we need to call the meeting to order here, please. Where's my gavel? Oh, there's the first time I've used that over the years. How about that? Okay. Okay, I'd like to welcome everyone to the St. Charles County Council meeting this evening. We'll open the meeting with a moment of silence to recognize the fallen members of our community and our military, and then we will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance that I will lead. Please stand. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Joe Cronin.
Here.
Councilmember Joe Brazel. Here. Councilmember Dave Hammond.
Here.
Councilmember Terry Hollander.
Here.
Councilmember Mike Elam.
Here.
Councilmember Mike Klinghammer.
Here.
Councilmember John White.
Here.
Thank you. We will open the meeting here with the public comments. Allow speakers to approach the council on any topic. Once a topic is opened, we only have 6 speakers will be allowed. Each speaker will be limited to 3 minutes, and please fill out a speaker's card. So, anyone with public comments? Sir.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the council, Mr. Elm. Did it come through? Okay.
Okay, let's turn that baby. Too far.
Too far.
Okay. Let me get to that. Well, okay. My name is Brandon Flynn, the business manager of Labor's Local 42. We're the certified representative of the sheriff's deputies, sergeants, departments of corrections, park rangers, court security, bailiffs, and civil process. Thank you, Joanne. I would like to thank the council, the director of administration, the finance department for their work to help fix the pay compression over the last 2 years and the current year. Fixing the pay compression issues will help with employee retention, department morale, and attracting the most qualified applicants. I believe that the industry norm is that sheriff's deputies' pay is lower than police officers. If that is the case, then please consider that in 2015, St. Charles County will move to a police department, and their corresponding, please do the appropriate pay studies to bring the deputies up to similar departments of similar size in this region. I also have some considerations for this budget year. I don't know if that's legible or not.
It will be if you turn it. There you go. Now we can. There you go.
Okay. The first would be a shift differential for the midnight shift and the evening shift. We're proposing a dime for the evening shift and 15 cents for the midnight shift. These numbers have not been confirmed, but they're approximate, around $12,820. There are some similar or close by departments that also have shift differentials. Bomb unit and SWAT team proposals, which would amount to $50 per month for just serving on the different units, whether they're called out or not. Those are for the deputies, and then we have for all Sheriff's Department employees, Hometown Heroes Act, continuing insurance eligibility for dependents. I understand that the county is currently looking at something like this for sworn peace officers killed in the line of duty or while serving in the U.S. military. The county will make available to all dependents of a deceased St. Charles County peace officer a county health insurance at cost to the county. The insurance will be made available until the peace officer would have reached 30 years of service to the county. Educational Attainment Award, we're asking for that to be extended beyond the deputies and command staff to the other Sheriff's Department employees. And the Military Advancement Program, this is a blueprint that we've, some of the employees have came up with, and it's similar for all Sheriff's Department employees who have served in the military honorably. It would be 3+ years equal to a 2% pay increase, similar to the Educational Attainment Award. 5+ years an additional 2%, and 6+ years an additional 1%. I appreciate your consideration in all of these matters. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else to speak on this particular issue? Okay, seeing none. Any other public comments?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. A.C. Dienoff, county resident. This has to do with the up-and-coming budget, as I know that you've had 2 workshops or budget hearings about how to spend the county's budget monies. And as a previous speaker, I have to agree. Our county council really needs to look at our law enforcement deputies and bring them up to the pay of the regional law enforcement community. They're well underpaid, overworked, taxed. We haven't been hiring enough deputies to keep up with call response time to make sure there's adequate backup for the deputies, for the increase in population, the increase in dispatch calls, and there's been delays in response times because we don't have enough deputies. Public safety is our government, the county government's #1 responsibility to make sure that each and every citizen is protected adequately, and to make sure that we preserve the quality of life of our neighborhoods and our subdivisions in unincorporated parts of the county. This really needs to be looked at. It's the largest spender, but we're just not spending enough, in my opinion. Unfortunately, the crime rate is up. We need to decrease that crime rate and keep it down with hiring more deputies, but hiring those deputies at a wage that they can feed their families, pay for their taxes, and have a little bit left over for a rainy day. So I'd like the county to look at that for the preparation of the 2014 budget. Also of concern is we have an environmental program at the county health department. And at the county health department, they have only during certain months, they collect hazardous waste, or you might have bad fuel in your garage or bad fuel in your tank. And so I called trying to get rid of gasoline in a responsible, productive manner, and doing it the right way and following the law. Our county health department charges $10, but only during certain months of the year. I think by charging a $10 fee for every disposal, I think it's on a pound ratio, I think that's counterproductive. I think instead of people spending the $10, they're going to get rid of it other ways, like dumping it in their backyard, dumping it in the sewers, into the water streams, and into our public water systems, into those venues, the creeks. So I'd like to see the county budget more money so there is no fee to county residents to dispose of hazardous waste or hazardous chemicals. Another thing that needs to be brought to the attention of the county council is our park spending. Our park works on a user sales tax off of internet purchases. But in my opinion, some of the money is not being spent responsibly. And Brummelsick Park is a prime example of why we're spending $5.8 million for a single vendor without putting it out for proper bids and vetting it out, breaking it down, like Mr. Klinghammer said, to make it more productive to the basic trades around the county and around the region. So we need to find better ways to spend the money with the taxpayer dollars. And the final item that I'd like to touch upon is the last meeting. I wasn't able to make it here on time, but the county auditor, we had a bid to Bolt's Deal and Company for $188,750. When I first saw that, I said that was a lot of money for a budget, for a audit. When we have a staff of 4 or 5 auditors, we've got a county auditor that works for this county council, a deputy county auditor, an CPA auditor, and I believe an assistant and 1 other staff member. But it breaks down to over a 3-year period. But my question is, $66,000, what is the responsibility of the county auditor if we can't trust the county auditor and our director of finance? Why are we spending another $66,000 for an outside firm to come in and audit the books when the county charter is very particular and very specific, and we have a county audit and their staff to do that job? I don't understand why we're outsourcing it. It just seems like a tedious double waste of some taxpayer money. And I've gotten a few answers from some officials, but it really doesn't make sense to me. Those are my comments, but the biggest comment is the deputies deserve to be paid of what the municipalities of our county are. And you need to work to find more monies, cut some of the fat, cut some of the frivolous spending, and let's get those deputies up to a income that they can live with. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Hollander?
Yes.
Normally, I know we don't address the speakers, but I want to make sure that everybody knows that I didn't criticize the county on not going out for proper bids on the Bromelsek park issue. We did follow our bidding procedures. Only one firm was a responsive bidder. They did follow it, and I never said they didn't. So, thank you.
Thank you for clearing that up. Okay, any other public comments? Okay, seeing none, yes.
The county executive also suggested that you might also, and some of you will remember this event, but the federal auditing rules require that we have a certain external audit done each year, and those rules were strengthened greatly after the Enron debacle, where all the auditing had been internal. So it's not a matter of not trusting our internal auditors. It's that we're also required to do an external audit each year.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up. Okay. Next up is the oral report from the county executive.
I have an oral report, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you. Next is the consent agenda. Is there any items to be removed from the consent agenda?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
I want to bring a tabled item off. I spoke too soon. Apologize.
Okay. So there are no items to be removed. So all those in favor of the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Did we have a motion to accept it?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay. Now, we will. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Okay. All right. Next up is bills for final passage, starting with bill number 4019.
Bill number 4019, an ordinance amending the zoning district map of the County of St. Charles, Missouri by rezoning land from A, Agricultural District to C2, General Commercial District as per application 20475.
Okay. Questions or comments on bill number 4019? Okay. Seeing none, please call the roll.
An ordinance amending the zoning district map of the County of St. Charles, Missouri by rezoning land from A, Agricultural District to C2, General Commercial District as per application 20475. Councilmember Cronin?
Yes.
Councilmember Brazel?
Yes.
Councilmember Hammond?
Yes.
Councilmember Hollander?
Yes.
Councilmember Elam?
Yes.
Councilmember Klinghammer?
Yes.
Councilmember White?
Yes.
Okay. Bill number 4019 passes, and we wish the Camados well with their new endeavor.
Make one comment.
Sure.
Real quick. Joanne, the Camados want to close on, they got their schedule closed on this property tomorrow. With the passage of this, everything's a go pretty much, right?
With the passage of this, assuming the chair affixes his signature tonight, it can either wait 10 days to pass into law, be vetoed by the county executive, or he can sign it. You all normally present them in the morning.
Okay.
I can't speak for what the county executive will do.
There's your answer. Yeah.
So, Okay.
Mr. Brazel, why don't you just ask me real nice?
That's what I'll do then. Thank you, sir.
I will sign it after the meeting.
Okay, so you're ready to go for tomorrow. Okay, next up is, for final passage, is Bill number 4020.
Bill number 4020, an ordinance, excuse me, amending chapters 500, 505, 625, 626, 630, 631, 632, and 633, ordinances of St. Charles County, Missouri, OSCCMO, which include building and construction regulations and licensing requirements for certain building, construction, and inspection contractors.
Questions or comments on Bill 4020? Seeing none, please call the roll.
An ordinance amending chapters 500, 505, 625, 626, 630, 631, 632, and 633, ordinances of St. Charles County, Missouri, OSCCMO, which include building and construction regulations and licensing requirements for certain building, construction, and inspection contractors. Councilmember Brazel?
Yes.
Councilmember Hammond?
Yes.
Councilmember Hollander?
Yes.
Councilmember Elam?
Yes.
Councilmember Klinghammer?
Yes.
Councilmember White?
Yes.
Councilmember Cronin?
Yes.
Okay, Bill number 4020 passes. Next up for final passage is Bill number 4021.
Bill number 4021, an ordinance establishing new traffic regulations and establishing penalties for violations thereof.
Questions or comments? Okay, seeing none, please call the roll.
An ordinance establishing new traffic regulations and establishing penalties for violations thereof. Councilmember Hammond?
Yes.
Councilmember Hollander?
Yes.
Councilmember Elam?
Yes.
Councilmember Klinghammer?
Yes.
Councilmember White?
Yes.
Councilmember Cronin?
Yes.
Councilmember Brazel?
Yes.
Okay, Bill number 4021 passes. Next up for consideration is Bill number 4022.
Bill number 4022, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute the intergovernmental agreement with the city of O'Fallon for a 2-inch overlay on various streets in St. Charles County, including Deer Road between Highway DD and Hopewell Road, including the portion in the city of O'Fallon at an estimated cost of $24,500, not to exceed the amount of $25,000.
Questions or comments on Bill 4022? Okay, seeing none, please call the roll.
An ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute the intergovernmental agreement with the city of O'Fallon for a 2-inch overlay on various streets in St. Charles County, including Deer Road between Highway DD and Hopewell Road, including the portion in the city of O'Fallon at an estimated cost of $24,500, not to exceed the amount of $25,000. Councilmember Hollander?
Yes.
Councilmember Elam?
Yes.
Councilmember Klinghammer?
Yes.
Councilmember White?
Yes.
Councilmember Cronin?
Yes.
Councilmember Brazel?
Yes.
Councilmember Hammond?
Yes.
Bill number 4022 passes. Next up is Bill number 4023.
Bill number 4023, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute a memorandum of agreement for the St. Charles County Sheriff's surveillance and rapid response at U.S. Navy compound buildings S41 in the Weldon Spring Training Area.
Okay, now I believe because there is an exhibit that's not available and some other problems that have come up, I think this bill needs to be tabled, so I will entertain a motion to table the bill.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, bill number 4023 has been tabled. Okay, bill number 4024.
Bill number 4024, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute the local public health agency consolidated contract ERS 22013089 with the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services for fiscal years 2013 through 2016.
Question and comments on bill 4024? Seeing none, please call the roll.
An ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute the local public health agency consolidated contract ERS 22013089 with the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services for fiscal years 2013 through 2016. Councilmember Elam?
Yes.
Councilmember Klinghammer?
Yes.
Councilmember White?
Yes.
Councilmember Cronin?
Yes.
Councilmember Brazel?
Yes.
Councilmember Hammond?
Yes.
Councilmember Hollander?
Yes. Okay, bill number 4024 has passed. Now, bill number 4025.
Bill number 4025, an ordinance adopting regulations ensuring non-interference with the transmission of signals by the St. Charles County Digital P25 land mobile radio system for public safety and emergency communication.
Questions or comments on bill number 4025? Seeing none, please call the roll.
An ordinance adopting regulations ensuring non-interference with the transmission of signals by the St. Charles County Digital P25 land mobile radio system for public safety and emergency communication. Councilmember Klinghammer?
Yes.
Councilmember White?
Yes.
Councilmember Cronin?
Yes.
Councilmember Brazel?
Yes.
Councilmember Hammond?
Yes.
Councilmember Hollander?
Yes.
Councilmember Elam?
Yes.
Okay, bill number 4025 passes. There are three tabled bills. Mr. Cronin, I believe you have
Yes,
something.
Mr. Chair, I'm sorry I spoke up
No,
too
that's-
early. But Bill 4010, rezoning, the applicant has asked me to withdraw that bill, and I'd like to so withdraw it.
Okay,
I'd
bill-
like a motion to withdraw.
Motion to remove Bill 1410 from the table.
Okay, need a second? I believe we just need a concurrence of three members, which I believe we have.
Yes.
Okay, so that bill has been removed.
Councilman, because of
Yes.
the rules, the record needs to reflect who the three concurring councilmen were, or if it's unanimous, that's fine, but
I believe it's unanimous.
It was the right wing,
it was the right wing.
the right wing.
Okay. Pick three. Okay.
Looks like the left wing.
Yeah. Depends where you're sitting. Okay. Any other tabled bills to be brought forward? Okay, seeing none, I do have a couple of announcements. First of all, the next council meeting will be next Monday night, December the 2nd at 7 p.m. The reason for this is in December, we switch our council meetings from 2nd and 4th to 1st and 3rd because of the Christmas holidays and the way things work. Also, on Monday, December 16th, which will be our second meeting in December, we will have a public hearing for the budget, and it will be, incorporated into the meeting at 7 p.m. Yes, Mr. Hammond.
Mr. Chairman, just a point of order. We removed Bill 410 from the table. Now we need a motion. The motion, or
No, it's just the three concurrent votes.
we don't have to.
Because he dropped it from the agenda.
Okay.
Yes, okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other announcements? Any other?
I have announcements. The Defiance Christmas Parade is December 7th, and Tom is the Grand Poobah again, aren't you? Are you? Well, it starts at 12, just so everybody knows about it. So, and all the wineries give, hot chocolate and cookies and stuff like that. So,
Right.
anyway.
Sounds like a hot time in Defiance. All right. Any other announcements?
I wanted to, the St. Charles Noonday Rotary Club had their 19th annual Taste of St. Charles this past Thursday, and it went off very, very well. So wanted to recognize we have some fantastic restaurants in St. Charles County, and to remind people, when you get done eating your turkey on Thursday and you want something different, make sure you go out and shop and dine at one of our fine St. Charles County local restaurants over the weekend while you're shopping.
I echo that. All right. We are adjourned. Thank you.